Hey everyone, it's me again, Josh. This is my fifth video, I believe. This is an analyzed game submitted by Slick37. His rating at the time of this game was 1031, and he was playing someone about there. So let's get started. Um, he was playing black in this game, so we'll go ahead and switch the board to black's view. There's no co-commentators today. In the last video, Martin Smith was with us, with me, co-commentating. Sorry, I'm kind of tired right now. But that was a really good game. Thank you, Martin, for that, and hope to see you in some future videos. Alright, so let's go and get started. So this is the third game, I believe, where I've seen this opening as black in our analysis. I've already covered it some, the Parham attack. So this is the line I played in my game that I analyzed, the first one, my first video, and the d6 line. As I pointed out in that video, this bishop is kind of weak. When it'll be hard to get him out because the pawn's here. Maybe fianchetto, I don't know, but still a solid move that defends. So bishop to c4, trying to mate here. g6. Okay. So in the game I played, I moved my queen here, I believe, which wasn't a very good move. My opponent had sacrificed the bishop here, and then an interesting game with a lot of tactics, pins mainly. So that was an interesting game, but here a better move is played, g6, kicking the queen back, and then bishop to e6, defending the square, blocking the bishop's diagonal, threatening to trade on, trying to trade on e6. He takes here. Alright, so alright. Sorry for it started up there, slowing down my computer. Alright, so if we have takes, then this pawn is kind of weak here. I think white might play here, maybe. And then what black can do is play here. Alright, he can't play this right away, but he wants to play it. So he might play this, maybe. This solid move, wanting to bring the bishop here, attacking the knight. I'll just play this and see if we have takes. Then we have a solid pawn structure, but then after we come here, things are getting kind of complicated. See, if I try to move my pawn up, which seems like a good move, the queen comes here. So that's a pretty interesting position after that. So I don't know. Alright. So d3 was played. I don't like this move at all. I mean, it's good for developing this bishop, of course, but now after takes, which is what was played in the game, white's pawn structure is really weak. I prefer black here. I think black's better. Because white has this pawn, these doubled pawns here, and that's not very good. The only plus from this line is the control of the d5 square. So knight f6 was played, a good developing move. Bishop to g5, threatening it. Alright, this is a good move, having the knight, protecting the knight. So if the bishop takes here, I say the bishop takes. I'll try queen takes, um, here to defend the pawn, and now this is pretty good for black. Really good for black. I like this as black. Maybe continue here. Now the white king cannot castle. That's illegal. Here, castle, castle, and then this. I guess the chances for both sides. The bishop and knight's definitely better than the two knights, but you know, this knight can maybe instead of this do here knight to d5, giving the knight a strong post. Well, it leaves this pawn hanging, and the white knight can come to check here, but that's not really consequential. So at this point, you'd want to keep the pawn defended. So castle, and then white's plan would be bring the rook here, bring the knight here, and then if there's a trade, then the pawn structure is repaired. And if there's not a trade, then you have a knight on this strong square. So, okay. So knight h3 was played. I think knight to e2 is better. Bring the knight here. But the knight doesn't have a good square to go to, and that's one of the drawbacks of the Parham attack, is that the knight doesn't really have a good place to go since the queen is occupying f3. So bishop to e7, developing, breaking the pin, and getting ready for castling. Castle. Okay, black's trying to get ready for the d5 pawn push. Break the hold on d5. So knight to c3, again laying claim to the square, queen to b6. Alright, this is a good move. It's attacking this square, developing the queen on a good diagonal. As I've said before, you don't want to develop the queen too early, so you might try to object to this, but it's actually not bad. This is good. A good square for queen. It's the queen. It's not blocking any development. The knight probably doesn't really want to come here. The queen's better off there. And it's controlling this diagonal a lot better square than this queen here. This queen is misplaced. Alright, so knight to a4, both defending and attacking the queen. Alright, the queen goes to b4, attacking the knight and this pawn. And so the only move that defends everything is b3. So that defends the knight, this pawn, and this pawn that was previously here. If the knight had moved, then one of these two pawns would have fallen. So, alright, castle's long. I guess, oh my gosh, sorry, this isn't working. Alright, so castle's long. I guess he did this to kind of get out from these three pieces being so close to the king. Doesn't really matter which side you castle on, really. I probably would have castled queenside. Takes. Okay. I don't know. I think you'd want to take with the knight, because after you do that, you still have a knight guarding the square. I mean, and you have a knight attacking this pawn still. In this line, the bishop isn't very good. His diagonal's blocked. The knight, you know, you can't bring the knight here or here because this bishop has to be defended because the queen can just take. So, yeah, this knight's inactive. This bishop doesn't have a good diagonal. So, I don't think capturing with the bishop was very good. So knight to g4. That pins the knight on this diagonal, pins the knight to the king. I don't know. maybe try something else like bringing a rook out or something. This move doesn't really look like it accomplishes too much. The queen is probably on a little bit of a better square here, but still not doing much with this pawn right here. It's not really attacking much. Alright, so b4, expanding on the queen side. Perhaps you're weakening the king. I think black could be able to defend, but if you want to expand on the king side, queen side, you probably should have castled king side here. So takes. Okay, that's interesting. So so the knight's being attacked. The knight's only safe square you can go to is right here. So we say this. I don't know. I guess black might try to just keep attacking. White's position is actually not too bad here. Material is even. I still don't like having the two knights. This one being misplaced, but this bishop has no activity, and this knight has no activity. But then again, as I said, neither do these two minor pieces, so I guess it's about even here. I don't really like either position. It looks like black has some um, queenside activity. But it was interesting. F4 was played. And F4, the queen can take here, the pawn can take here. I don't know. So the pawn took. Yeah. Okay. And after bishop x. Okay, checking the king. You don't really need needless checks. Probably just taking here with the pawn was alright. Alright, so now I'm starting to get ambitious on the king side as well. The king's pretty exposed here, but you see all the pieces are over here at the king side. So there's takes. Alright, now black is up a bishop and white is up a pawn. Alright, so this move. Yeah. So it says Fritz is telling me white wants to bring the queen here to e4 with the intention of coming here with check. So pretty interesting position. Black is definitely better here, being up the bishop for the pawn. So okay, that's a good move. Attacking the queen. So queen moves here. So I need to come here with check and here with check. Probably what Fritz is showing me looks even better than on a8. So takes with check, takes. Okay, so black is trying to exchange all the pieces, which is good in this position. I'm getting advantage. Okay, so what we have here is um, the rook moved away, and then Slick set up a trap. So he played this move, which of course sets up the trap that if the rook takes the queen, which is what happened in the game, rook takes queen, rook here, check, and mate. So it's a little trap, trying to see if the opponent will fall for it. Usually you don't really want to play a trap unless it improves your position. Anyway, so like if you play a trap but it doesn't do anything for your position, always assume your opponent's going to make the best move. So in this case, does it improve your position? That's the question. If white decides to decline it. Um, no, it does not. If his opponent played the best move, which I believe would be here, then takes, takes, yeah. And now white is up a solid pawn. I mean, I guess, yeah. See, white's up a pawn here, and two more pawns are hanging, so you just sacrifice a bishop for nothing. So that's the thing about a trap, um, is that only play a trap if it improves your position if they play the best move. Um, so he didn't, his opponent did not see the trap, and the mate came. But in this position, black is clearly winning, being up a bishop for a pawn, and if you just play solid here, try exchange pieces, get into a winning endgame, I would just take here with the pawn, exchange that pawn, and then try to get a queen exchange. Then that would be really good. Black should win here, but with this, if white plays correctly, then it's a clear win for white. So just thinking this. Alright, what about this move? I wanted to look at this. So this is the idea, of course, if the rook takes, then queen takes the queen for free. Well, that's interesting. So the only legal moves are knight comes here, queen comes here, and rook takes. So as we said, rook takes. If we have rook takes, then the black queen just takes the white queen, and that's winning. If the knight, well, let's say if the queen blocks, then black rook takes queen. Yeah, see the thing is with this, you might want to think like this takes here and this will take here, but the problem is this is a take with a check. So variation. Yeah, so the rook has to take here. And now this is clearly a win for black. So it looks like this actually might have worked. This might work. This trap. So if white does take queen x d4, then instead of retaking, okay, queen to d4, queen x d4, yeah, so you really come here. Okay, so that's an interesting move. I don't know if Slick saw this. If he did, then congratulations on queen to d2. That's a very strong move here. It looks like it might force a win. I mean, because you're just threatening to, take the rook, and the only other move I can really see for white is to try to defend the rook with this. But then, let's see, is there anything? Does this work? It doesn't look like it because the rook just takes and there's nothing hanging. So I guess this would defend, but black is still up a bishop. So I guess if black just played this or something, just played going right here, It's an interesting position. Black is still up material. Um, so it looks like to me it's still a win for black. So this queen d2 move, I originally thought it lost with best play, but it looks to me like it's actually a really strong move. So great job, Slick. Thank you for this game. Nice mate here, type of smothered mate. Um, Good job, and I hope you like this analysis and found it instructive. So, I guess I'll see you guys next time. Um, let's go and do a quick review, shall we? Alright, so we start with the Parham attack, this d6 variation, threatening mate, coming here. Alright, we had the idea that if the bishop takes here, pawn takes here, interesting position resulting after that. Here black is better, the weak pawns, some simple development, good. Yeah, I don't like this move, developing the knight there. Yeah, preferring the d5. Good move here, developing the queen. Only defending move. Yeah, these are on the king side. It looks like black once wanted to play on the queen side. If he wanted that, then perhaps casting king side would have been better. I don't really see any attack that white can really get going. I don't know. So, should have taken with the knight here, definitely. That would have been better. So the queen makes a pin, and we get some activity going on the queen side, and then this move was a bad move. Just giving up the knight for free after this, black is winning. And then we have this check, all this, takes, offering the trade, good planning, trying to get into, simplify into the end game, and then this strong move, queen to d2, and good game. Okay, thanks, Slick. Hope you like it. And so I'll see you guys next time. Just send me some of your most instructive games to me. My profile on chess.com is in the description, or you could maybe comment a PGN here on the video or something if you aren't on chess.com. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.